Hey YouTube, this is Kevin with 0 HP coming at you here. Today we are going to do a review on Lord of the Rings Shadow of Mordor. High hopes for the game. Hopefully it'll turn out very well. We're going to go ahead and talk through some of the points here. First of all, I want to go ahead and tell you that this game's combat is incredible. The executions in this game, hands down the best combat I've ever played. That includes Assassin's Creed, any other Batman Arkham Asylum. The combat in this game is beyond par. They definitely will need to integrate this into other games or just make a sequel, because the executions are brutal, gory, fantastic. And the combat itself is flawless. The great balance between time-based events as well as executions and combat. Nemesis system in this game, I know you guys heard a lot about it. It's actually a very well thought out, well made system where if you say you are fighting a captain and he kills you, they become stronger over time. There's like a whole ladder of enemies that, they can become eventually a captain themselves or a war chief. So it is incredible. At the first part of the game, you die a lot. I think was integrated by the studio to make that on purpose, so that the captains or the enemies become stronger as you become stronger, and that you have to progress with them. Later in the game, once you start taking out these captains, you figure out the combat and everything, you start to become a little overpowered to a point where you're almost you can fight 15 minutes straight, and take out a whole entire army of orcs if you wanted to. That's not to say that it's a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, I feel like a badass when I do that, but it just feels like there's not much of a challenge later in the game or end game. Let's talk about the visuals first of all. First of all, the visuals are just amazing. The gameplay itself, graphic-wise, every orc looks different, so that's the major point there. Like, every time they kill you, they gain an extra piece of armor / new weapon or something like that, and none of them look alike. They all have cool names as well, and I think that's just incredible. Like, it's just a system where it just works out so well. For a game that was not really high marketed. So, secondly, the voice acting in the game is great. I liked all the voice acting in the game, especially the orcs and urks, and some of the dialogue was incredibly funny. So, well-written story and great acting. And let's see here. So, executions, talked about that. Talked about the great voice acting story. So, overall, I'm going to have to tell you right now that this game is one of the best games I've played in 2014. I played Destiny, I played all of the games that were like AAA titles, and surprisingly, I don't know if this is the disappointment from Destiny, but surprisingly I found this game very, very enjoyable, and it's actually made it to the top 10 games that are on my list, of course. And it just makes you feel like you are this incredible half ranger, half wraith, and you feel like you're a badass. Literally feel like a badass. So yeah, so my score, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 9 out of 10, because, well, it's just so good. If you have the chance of playing this game and you don't take it, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry. But definitely check out the group review that we're doing today, and thank you so much for listening.